The theory of punctuated equilibria can be contrasted with the theory of phyletic gradualism. As with any theory, it must be supported by evidence, and what do we find when we look for evidence for phyletic gradualism in the fossil record? Like it or not, the answer is pretty much bupkis. Now of course, bupkis is not a technical term, and I should say that I'm talking about multicellular fossil organisms here. Maybe 5 to 10% of the species out there considered display phyletic gradualism, and there do not appear to be more bona fide examples of gradualism in single-celled organisms like forams. In a way, that makes sense because what we call a foram species is not really akin to what we call an animal or plant species, so we shouldn't expect them to necessarily evolve in the same way. It does bear mentioning, however, that even when it comes to forams, the bulk of the evidence from the fossil record supports Punch-Eq, with a very nice study by Strutz and Allen documenting this. Note, this is not to say that evolution doesn't happen, nor even that gradual changes don't occur on ecological timescales, although such changes would look very sudden indeed in the fossil record. We know that evolutionary change happens all the time, with the examples of bacteria evolving antibiotic resistance comprising one all too familiar example. It's just that phyletic gradualism is a theory with not a lot of data supporting it. Yet, it is an idea that still seems to get a lot of support from certain individuals. If there's a paucity of data supporting phyletic gradualism, why do some people still so fervently support it? Maybe there's something about it that makes them feel good, but like it or not, science is not about getting feel-good answers for all. It's about considering what the evidence supports, and in this case, the evidence seems clear. Gradualism happens, it just doesn't happen that often. A lot of studies have considered this, and therefore that's actually an answer we should feel pretty good about.